The Walt Disney Company maintains a legion of in-house lawyers, with countless others on retainer. These are the bundles of joy in bespoke suits who once made a Florida daycare paint over a mural of Mickey Mouse or face legal action. Disney built an empire on protecting intellectual property. So how am I able to show you this, an original Mickey Mouse cartoon, in its entirety, without the happiest place on earth sending their jackbooted thugs to kick down my studio door? Because this version of Mickey Mouse, this one right here, slipped through their fingers. Welcome to the public domain. When a work enters the public domain, it means its copyright has expired, or wasn't eligible in the first place. The story, the artwork, the performance, it's now fair game. You don't have to ask permission, and you don't have to pay licensing fees. It belongs to everyone, and no one. This is Steamboat Willie. Released in 1928, it was the first Mickey Mouse cartoon with synchronized sound. It wasn't the first cartoon ever made, but it was the first one that felt alive. When this short premiered, Walt Disney was just 27 years old. Mickey didn't have gloves yet, he barely had a personality. But he had timing, and charm, and just enough mischief to feel human. This wasn't just a cartoon, it was the moment Disney discovered something powerful. Character is copyright. Personality is profit. Now, the copyright on Steamboat Willie was originally set to expire in the 1980s, but Disney lobbied Congress twice to extend it. That's why we now have what many people call the Mickey Mouse Protection Act, officially known as the Copyright Term Extension Act of 1998. But everyone knew who it was really written for. In 2024, after 95 years, Steamboat Willie finally entered the public domain. That means anyone, you, me, your weird cousin with that horror podcast thing, we can all use this exact version of Mickey Mouse however we want. Remix it, satirize it, turn it into a musical. This animation is now part of our cultural commons. But here's the catch. Only this Mickey is free. The cheerful, silent, rubber-hosed steamboat captain from 1928. Not the Mickey with gloves, not the one who speaks, not the one streaming on Disney Plus right now. Just this mischievous little rodent right here. And even then, Disney still owns the trademark. That means you can't slap this Mickey on a lunchbox and pretend it's official. You can't confuse people into thinking your product is Disney. But you can tell stories with him right now. And that's what scares Disney the most. For nearly a century, Disney showed the world how to monetize memory. They locked away fairy tales, took public domain stories, and made them private domain franchises. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, all of them were public domain stories, until Disney gave them definitive faces, songs, and styles. They didn't invent these characters. They just made them feel like theirs. And now, for the first time, someone else can do the same to them. The current is flowing the other way, and this is only the beginning. In the coming years, Pluto joins him, then Donald Duck. Even Snow White hits the public domain in 2033. And not just the stories, the original films themselves, the visuals, the music, the performances, the version we've all grown up with. Piece by piece, the corporate mythology is becoming public memory. The Disney Vault, it's starting to leak, and that is Disney's worst nightmare. Of course, Disney's lawyers aren't going anywhere. They'll fight to keep protecting what they can. And in fairness, that's their job. But you can't copyright the past forever. That's the deal we make when we create things that outlive us. So yes, Mickey Mouse is free now. But only this one. The one who whistled his way into history and out of copyright. If you're passionate about design history and how creativity sometimes collides with the law, subscribe to Creative Briefs. Because every brand has a story, and sometimes that story is public. Enjoy the rest of the show.